Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessydgazadiva and welcome back to the Blessydgazadiva channel. And a couple of things we want to talk about today. Khanice Jackson's CCTV cameras were found with her walking to her bus stop on Wednesday morning. She was reported missing later that day. Then we have a voice recording from her boyfriend who is basically telling us what happened. He's basically saying that nothing was happening with the case from Wednesday morning, and because of his connections that he has, just say with the society thus far, he says that he was able to reach out to a few persons and he was constantly in dialogue with the police department, and that is why he was pushing a number of things. Another thing we want to look at is Andrew Holness went to the home of the person yesterday. Now, to be honest with you, I'm going to say this. Andrew Holness going to the home is a move in the right direction. We'll have to call a spade a spade. But him going to the home because of any other reason than coming up with a formal plan for all other cases and a crime strategy, I have no interest if that's not what it is about.
Alright, Chris. But now, you see, if you see any picture of when them did find her body, please don't post it up at all. Try to tell people to don't post it up at all. Because I don't want Khanice to be remembered like that. Khanice is a good girl. We don't want her to be remembered like that. Khanice is a sweet, innocent girl. I tell you that. And more emphasize for how the police was all just relaxing at the whole situation. Them just laid back. Half the time me and my people them have to investigate the whole of situation. Cause you know we have connection them with it. So I have to make the whole of Jamaica know. So that I have to do. And every time I get information, I send it in the police, send it to multiple of them, detective, superintendent, whoever them be. My chap and Joel is probably get a message from me already. And he nothing happen. I'll taxi man. As I said, nobody now search and them a behave like them a idiot. So I emphasize upon this and more on the whole of Jamaica now. Say yo, them need to change how them a deal with them situation. Too much of them little girl there get raped. Too much of them people here in Jamaica go missing. I can't find them. Lucky enough I find Khanice. I can lay her to rest. God bless her soul. I'm just trying to go down in the tears because I have to be strong for everybody else around me. You see me?
Respect, sir, every time, Mr. Holness.
Mr. Miller, soon come, don't move.
Respect, sir. All right, Mr. Miller. All right, sir. All right, Mr. Miller. So bring his hand into the rapist then. Rapist, don't you bring on Joe.
Follow the Prime Minister, yes?
Yes, the visit is for the mother, and at this time they are the ones grieving and they are the ones who will appreciate or not appreciate what was done. But at the end of the day, we need a solution, and the solution we need cannot be a solution that is going to be temporal, where you do a visit and what comes out after it. She's just one of the many young girls that have been missing in the country for some period of time now, and the constant crime and violence that's going on in society. So one of the things that we need to look at and we need to understand in this society and deal with and realistically deal with, he is the helm of all of this. If you can put $6 billion of our tax money into building a new building around Hero Circles, then it's obvious that you need to invest in more CCTV cameras being positioned in the right spot. Now, up to this point, you can see where she was on her way to her bus stop, and it goes to show that these are the sort of things that we need to be investing in as a country. One of the challenges we've had for a very long time is not being able to find out what's happening, who went where and who went what. And we see more and more now these CCTV cameras coming up to a point. When you look at the young lady who is missing from St. Thomas, Jamaica is a country with 3 million people, a little over 3 million, depending on the statistics that I last got hold of. If you have a little girl missing from a university in such a small, tiny country, had we had all the right CCTV cameras positioned in all the right places, countries, rural area, whatever the government needs to do, the government now needs to take a strategy. We understand that, oh yes, he's not the only one that can't fix it. It begins with him. It begins with him. If we know that we are in an environment that will protect us as a people, and we're in an environment that is safe to us as a people, and we're in an environment that fosters certain, quote unquote, as we call it, informat behavior, then the informat mentality will move away and people will start moving in the right direction. Because one of the things that people are going to understand is, all right, I have the cameras here, can pick up certain things and protect me in a certain way. So I'm going to be able to do what I need to do and move forward with a safe and protective life. You're not going to eradicate and totally get rid of all the problems and the challenges that exist out there. Nobody's saying that, but it's a right step in direction. And the government of Jamaica, fine, as I said, the visit happened. Yes, we're over it now. Today's a new day. She's still passed. She's still dead. She's still gone. And her family still has to grieve. And the whole of Jamaica is grieving in this situation. And had he not gone to that home, let me tell you something, the whole of Jamaica would have come down. That was a final nail in the coffin for this man. And I think his advisors gave him the message to say, listen, the entire country has been saying you've not been looking at crime for some amount of months now. In reality, we think you have not been vocal enough as you have been about Rona. What we think you need to do right now is take up yourself and go and visit the family. So to everybody out there, I have no problem with him visiting the family. My problem still remains. What is he going to do now about the overall strategy to combat the crime and violence in this country? You can go and visit the family, but we need to know as a people of this country, what is your next move? What is your next investment in crime? Are you going to be buying more CCTV cameras, sir? Are you going to be investing in more weapons, solid weapons and I'm not talking about guns now, solid artillery, solid weapons for your police officers to be able to fight crime confidently? Are you going to be investing in some technology for crime, lie detectors, some other technology like swabs and cameras so that people can get back their results in terms of DNA results and testing of people's DNA all over crime scenes? You need to be invested in that. The country has a big problem. You cannot be building a parliament right now because a parliament is not your problem. You have one that you're already beating down the desk in. You can stay in that for the next few years. You are looking at investing taxpayers' money in buying furniture and all the unnecessary stuff like building up the DPP's office. What's that being built for? The DPP is not doing anything. She's not doing anything. She and her officers, they're not doing anything, because if you are in the right company, you get bought. She gets bought. And if you're not in the right company, you get sentenced in. And that's all we know. And then if they want to apply the law and drag it out and give lesser sentencing to whom they deem fit, they do so. And if they want to solve a case, they solve it. So we're not interested in the DPP's office, and we're not interested in another parliament building. We are interested in seeing the strategic planning, not just talk. We're interested in seeing the strategic planning that you have to fight crime. Now, that being said, we want to see the strategy being put in place. We want to see the strategy put in motion. We want to see you take up the parliament building office. We want to see you go to parliament. We want to see you open up your big mouth that you love to use and talk and beat down the desk. The same celebratory actions when you have with the glass house, the same celebrations that you're having about when you're talking about fighting crime. We want to see the strategy. We want to see you visit the house. We want to see you tell us, people, I have heard your cry. People, we see that the country is under siege by these hoodlums, the same thing you did for when you visited the highway people. We want to see, okay, I visited the family home. I felt the pain. I am listening to the country. I am going to do something about it. And here are the strategies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to take us X amount of years to get this strategy in place. It's going to take us this implementation, the X amount of dollars that we've allocated to fight crime. This is what I'm going to do with it. X is going to go to cameras. X is going to go to police artillery. X is going to go to the JDF. We're going to bump up the salaries of the JDF soldiers, and we're going to bump up the salaries of the JCF people. Those are the sort of strategies we want to see, the ones that are tangible, the ones that have been problematic for a very long time, the ones that are going to make the change and the difference in this society. We're tired of the talk, we're tired of the hearing, we're tired of the visits. We don't want to hear it, we don't want to see it, we want to see action. We don't want to see you telling us what you're going to do, we don't want to hear you telling us what you're going to do. We want to see the action plan and the strategy. If it is not that, we will not be tolerating it. Anyway, people, tell me your thoughts down below in the comments section. And did you see the visit? Do you think the visit is the right step in the right direction? And do you think he now needs to tell us what the strategic plan is going to be to fight crime? As per usual, we'll have a discussion down below in the comment section. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell so that you miss no notification. If you've not yet smashed the like button on this video, smash the like button and send this out. I'm out. Rest in peace, Khanice.